Hey guys, it's me, Crazy Honda Chris, in the sales department at Randy Kuehl Honda in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And here behind me, I'm gonna have a Honda CRV EX. I'm gonna be showing you the standard bells and whistles on this particular vehicle for 2017, 18, and 19. So as you guys out there shopping for a pre-owned CRV with that criteria I just shared with you guys, you know exactly the standard bells and whistles you're gonna be getting, all right? If you guys have any questions, you know what to do. Drop them down below in the comments. I do my best to answer those questions. And for those who are in the market, right over here is my contact information. I'll show you how easy it is to join the Crazy Honda Chris family, all right? Now let's go show you all the cool standard bells and whistles you're getting. All right, so here we are right outside the Honda CRV EX. Now, it's usually come with a key fob. With the remote start, to use remote start, you simply hit lock, hold this button down here for a few seconds. You'll see the lights flash. It will start right up. It's gonna heat and cool the vehicle to 72 degrees, runs in 10-minute intervals, all right? Now, let's say 5 minutes have passed. I repeat the process. It runs for the grand total of 15 minutes. That's what I mean by 10-minute intervals, all right? You can simply deactivate that by holding this button down here, and then there we go, it shuts right off. Now, all of your Honda sensing features come standard. I'm talking about the lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise control, your forward collision, and road departure, all standard. So if safety is important to you, it's here, it's middle's name, all right? Now you have a 1.5 four-cylinder turbo with a CVT transmission. Fuel economy you're talking about is gonna be 27 for the city, 33 for the highway, with a combined of 29. It's not unheard of, but people get better fuel economy than that too as well. So take that into consideration for your driving habits. Now as we kind of focus right down here, you see you get those fog lights. A little bit of chrome action going on within the grille on that front nose. You're gonna have LED daytime running lights, which is gonna be right here. It kind of wraps right down for you. This one is gonna be an all-wheel drive. They also have them available in front-wheel drive. You can do some light towing with these, about 1,500 pounds. We'll wrap around over here. You got these nice 18-inch alloyed rims. Body-colored side mirrors, which are going to be heated with your turning indicators right in there. And then as you wrap right in to see that, you're going to have your blind spot information system. So if there's a car in your blind spot, that's going to light right up. You can customize your blind spot information, so it will alert you visually and audibly as well, or completely turn that off if you want. Body colored handles. We've got a little bit of chrome action going around the windows, as you can clearly see with rear tinted windows, all right? Now we're also gonna have the smart entry system. So let's say the car is all locked up. I got the key fob in my purse, my jacket, pocket, wherever you keep this. You walk up, put your hand on the handle, it's automatically gonna lock. You can simply walk away with the key fob too as well. Put your thumb down the ridges right here. It locks everything up, so at least you know right there. Or you can simply walk away with a walkaway auto lock feature. I get 10 feet away from the car and it automatically locks the doors too. So you can have that on or off. Those days of accidentally, you know, oops, I dropped my key fob in the car, right? Hit the lock button, walk away, shut it. You cannot accidentally lock your keys in the CRV. Those days are over. Right down here, we're gonna have your gas release. Let's pull that. As we're heading that way, it comes with a one-touch power moonroof. We have a body color shark fin antenna. Come right down over here. No longer $2 cap to argue debate with. It's a simple slide and go, cutting your time out here in half, and you guys worry about the gas cap being loose or replacing that over time. We'll step back here so you can see a side profile. So far, currently, this is the biggest generation of the Honda CRV. If you're kind of curious on what has changed, is 2020 is when the body kind of changed a little bit. Check out my other videos for that. We'll wrap around here towards the back. You have LED brake lights. Just makes a bold statement as you apply onto the brakes for safety reasons, of course. We have a multi-angle rear camera. All-wheel drive badging going on because this particular one's an all-wheel drive. Tailgate spoiler right up here. Now it's going to be a hydraulic lift gate. Opens right up. You got plenty of cargo space. I'll put down the stats down there on the corner. We have a spare tire down below. So just in case for those unforeseen events, you have insulation down here. Just makes it more of a quieter ride for your passengers, so you don't hear that all that road noise. This whole thing's adjustable. Privacy blind. hide all of your supplies, keeping them out of the sun, have people start minding their own P's and Q's. And it's also spring loaded, so it comes in and out. So if you need to, you can. You're set for success with that. We gotta have manual lights on both sides. Handles right here, pull these bad boys down, and then the seats will come down nice and flat. So as life happens, challenge accepted, you can fill it up and go with ease. We have a couple courtesy tie downs right here, there. As you guys can see right here, I'm pointing out. Got a third seat belt right here for the back seat. Now, once again, that's a manual tailgate. All right, so the tailgate button right here simply just unlocks the tailgate only. So if you want to walk up to the vehicle, you can hit that, then it unlocks the tailgate without unlocking the doors. What I like about the CRV is how wide these doors open up. Right here is a 90-degree angle. It makes it really nice and easy for grandma to get in, maybe to get Cameron in and out. My 5-year-old son, he likes to go limp when you get him out of the booster seat, car seat, stuff like that. This is going to be spring loaded. You have a nice cloth interior. If you want leather, you have to get it to that EXL. And that's the next trim level up. Armrests, additional cup holders. The seat also reclines one more. Pull that. There we go. Comes down in additional settings so you guys can see that. You have a couple USB ports right down here in the back, 2.5 fast charge, so everyone can keep their technology charge, adjustable vents. Then on the back of the passenger seat over here, you have additional courtesy storage pocket right there. Hey guys, it's me, Crazy Honda Chris. Sorry to interrupt the video. I just want to say thanks again for watching. I really appreciate you guys' support. And once again, if you guys are in the market, you know what to do. Here's my phone number. Give me a quick courtesy call. Any questions, drop them down below in the comments. I'll do my best. And don't forget to help me by showing your support by hitting like and subscribe. Now let's get back to the video, all right? All right, we'll come over here towards the front of the vehicle for you. As we open this right up, we'll kind of focus right on the door. You guys know about power windows. It's pretty easy. You get the window lock button, locks. All this is easy and straightforward. Mirror selector with a D-pad so you can adjust that accordingly. Then you got some additional cubby space down below. Got a nice cloth going on right here. A little bit of wood trim going on. And you'll see that kind of continue throughout all the doors and a little bit on the dashboard. Now we'll focus right down here in the driver's seat. It's going to be power with lumbar. You have your recline. And then you also got your forward, you got your back, you got your up, you got your down, and then you can tilt the front half up or down from there. As you guys can see, it's all the way down, and then there we go. We'll come right in over here. You got some additional stuff. We already mentioned about the gas release. Then you have your hood release. It's going to be a push button start, so as you get into the vehicle, make sure you have the key fob with you. Put your foot down on the brake and hit the start button and watch everything light up. Now down below, you have a release for the steering wheel. Go pull that out. It's going to be a telescope, so it goes in and out, up and down. So go ahead and adjust it as you see fit. We'll focus right over here on the left-hand side of the steering wheel real quick. You have your road departure, simply on or off. Vehicle stability assist. Then you have your forward collision right here. If you want to disable that for any particular reason, you may. We'll focus here now on the steering wheel. You have all of your Honda sensing features over here on the right-hand side. You can tell when it's available when you look on the driver's interface by the green writing. You got the ACCs, your adaptive cruise control, then your lane keep assist system. For some reason, if that's not there, just hit this main button. It's that easy, all right? Now this is going to be for your lane keep assist between 45 and 90 miles an hour. So as you're driving down the road, going the proper speed, to be filled in white dotted lines. Right now they're not, they're hollow because we're not going the proper speed or finding any lines on the road. So when you drive out of your lane a little bit, it will beep and also recenters you, brings you back, okay? You can turn that on or off. Now you have your cruise control right here. You can adjust the speed for your cruise control, and then you can have your adapted cruise control right there. So as you select that, those lines up there change. As you can see, more lines means further, less lines means closer. For example, let's say we're going, I don't know, 45, the car in front of us is going 40. It finds that car, it beeps, so you can turn that beep on or off. Then it slows you down to maintain that certain distance. When you get out of the way, you resume back to whatever your cruise control was set at. If you don't like that for any particular reason, it's not a problem. You can turn the adaptive cruise control part off and just have it as standard cruise control. All you have to do is click and hold this, and then there we go. You get a little indicator right there saying, hey, just cruise control. All right. Let's turn that back on for the next individual. Then right over here, you got hands-free for your smartphone connection. You can answer, back out of the menu. You got your voice command. Hey, call Crazy Honda Chris on mobile phone. It gives me a call if I'm saving your phone book. Now, you got some additional buttons right here. I'm just gonna thumb through this so you guys can visually see. Now, there's a couple things to point out here quick. Down here on the bottom, you're gonna have a time, mileage, temperature outside. This particular one shows you on the current tank. Right here is about a little less than half. You can have 138 miles to go. All right, then you're gonna have your temperature gauge right over here. You're gonna have a fuel efficiency backlight. It's this white light right here. That pretty much changes colors when you're being fuel efficient. Pretty much goes from white to green when you are, to green to white when you're not being fuel efficient. It's a visual coaching. You have your trip right here. All right, then we have your wipers on the other side. As you pull down, you have your mitten is adjustable too as well. Get your rear wipers right here. Auto lights, fog lights, we'll come over here, focus on the touchscreen now. So music options. We'll hit source. You have FM, AM, satellite radio. It's a paid subscription. You have to contact them if you want to get that going. USB. You don't have a CD player, but you can download all of your stuff onto your USB. And then from there, as a simple right down here is a plug and play as we open this up. iPod, Bluetooth, Pandora, then you have your smartphone connection. You can have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So with that, you have to download Android Auto first, allow all the permissions, then as a plug and play, simply plug your phone on that USB right over here with the picture of the phone, then it goes from there. So pretty much you can take your Apple Maps, Google Maps, other compatible apps, display it right up here on your screen while charging your device, all right? It's a nice little loophole so you can get those cool features without going to the higher trim levels. Volume controls right here. We'll hit the power button to shut that right off. You can pair up multiple phones here. Settings, you can customize a lot of your vehicle settings within here. Customize some of the vehicles stuff too as well to more take ownership of your vehicle. So like wallpaper, change the color of this stuff. Check out my tips and tricks videos. I'll kind of answer a lot of those questions for you. Now let's say if you're driving during nighttime and this screen bugs you for your nighttime driving, you can change the brightness right here. There's a little button. As you see, it just turns right off. Then you can turn it right back on. We're gonna have dual climate. As you can see, it's low. Then we got 58 degrees. You can see them from right here. You can sync it. Auto. You do everything that's powered, make it at 63 degrees in the car. Now your climate controls, you got your fan speed. You can hit climate, comes up right up here, so you can change the different modes. You've got some other buttons right here. It's pretty easy and straightforward for air circulation, bring outside air in, front defroster. You got your rear defroster with your heated side mirrors. Heated seats, 3-tier, low, medium, and high. Econ button, as you smack that econ button, you can see it's visually on right over here by the green leaf. It's going to be sacrificing acceleration power, AC power, and electrical power up front to give you better highway fuel economy, depending on how aggressive you're driving. So you may see anywhere from 2 to 4 miles to a gallon. You have electrical parking brake. You have a hold brake, so with the hold brake, if you get your seatbelt on, all right, and when you get to a complete stop, it holds the brake for you. So that's going to be nice. If you play onto the gas pedal, then it releases that. So it's good for stop and go traffic, because you know shifting to park is too hard for these times. You got park, reverse, neutral drive. You got an S for sport drive, changes the gear ratio, makes it more fun, throttle response. And then you have a low gear drive for the steep hills and mountains, stuff like that. As you put it into reverse, as you see, it doesn't light up or anything, but you can see from right up here, we got your reverse right there, all right? Your multi-angle rear camera automatically displays. These buttons down here shows you how the camera's gonna act, so you have a nice 180 view, a right behind you view, then a straight down shot from your rear bumper view. This button over here is for your cross traffic, for on or off. With your cross traffic monitoring system, as long as you get your vehicle in reverse, or cars coming from the side, right? It will point out what direction that car is coming from, then also alert you by an audible noise. It beeps at you, all right? Now, another cool thing is as you turn the wheel, guess what? That turns as well, and then goes from one color to the next, changes colors to let you know the tires are not aligned, all right? We'll put this back into park. We'll come right down over here. You have a 12-volt plug-in, little tray area, cup holders right here, armrests. Comes in two different ways. Then there we go. And then you got this whole unit here. So you can also take this unit out as well. A little hard to do one-handed from this angle. And then you can slide it right down here. So, you know, maybe I got snacks, maybe a purse, tablet, whatever the case is. You guys already seen a couple USBs down here, then a 12-volt plug-in right there. We'll come back here towards the dash. You got some adjustable vents. Hazard lights, if you ever need those, there they are. Come right over here, got a little bit of wood going on. Glove box, deep enough. Challenge accepted, fill it up, forget about whatever's in there. I do that on a daily basis. We'll come right up here. You got some additional buttons going on. You have a one-touch power moonroof, opens, closes, tilts, everything like a power moonroof should be doing. Lights, simply turn them on or off. In the middle is simply off. There we go. So when you have them in the middle, when I open up a car door, these lights come right on. And then place for the sunglasses and a little conversation mirror so I can keep an eye on my pets, cargo, whoever else is brave enough to tag along with me. Guys, thanks again for watching my video. Hopefully it was very helpful to educate you guys exactly what you're getting for standard bells and whistles for a 2017 to 2019 Honda CRV EX model. If you guys have any questions, you know what to do. Drop them down below in the comments. I do my best to answer those questions. And if you guys are just watching this as a refresher because you have one, I'd like to hear which one do you have? Is it the EX model, or did you go up to that EXL where you get that leather and power tailgate with those additional bells and whistles? All right, what color did you get? Share that with the community for those that are in the market. I would greatly appreciate that. Okay, guys? Well, I'll see you guys in the next video, and you guys enjoy your day. Bye-bye.